like the screaming part in the middle of that song there, it's almost it sounds harder than some of these other metalcore bands. Maybe it's the way the screaming is. I don't know, but I dig it, dude. Fucking awesome.
Thank you.
Some undefinable je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, I think it's Hollow Front is just a mixture of every genre that I like, that everyone in the band likes. It's just like we don't stick to like we're only melodic metalcore. Like we have really heavy songs. We have lighter. Like Loose Threads is probably one of our lighter songs. I would consider lighter.
Okay.
Even Wearing Thin isn't one of our heavy songs. Like some of our heavy songs are pretty heavy.
Well, I mean, in that I definitely heard some stuff that reminded me of that like old East Coast like beatdown a little bit in there. That's like
I agree with that.
I grew up in Nashville, man, and like that's some stuff that like for sure appeals. And that's it's refreshing sounding too. It doesn't sound like a typical like, oh, here comes the 2-step part, guys. You ready? Like, it's like it comes out of nowhere, and you're kind of like, oh shit, all right, this is what we're doing now.
Yeah,
pretty commanding, man. Yeah, it's fun.
How did Hollow Front start? Like, how did you guys get together and form this band? And has the band stayed the same since it originally formed with the members?
Nope, I am the only original member.
I should have bet that.
I killed all the rest of them.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Ritualistic combat, as I always say. To see who would keep the band. I won.
Yeah, Bloodsport.
Thunderdome
full all the way. I get it.
Yeah, like Gladiator.
If you don't know Sebastian, this is what we do in bands. We consistently murder each other off until a super band gets formed.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, basically in 2016, I was getting a divorce. I was 25. I was kind of like, I was already over music at this point. I'd been in like 11 bands, and they'd all been stinkers, Yeah. I was kind of always the one that was always trying to like be serious, and then you can't turn shit into gold. So
you can only polish a turd.
You can try.
Yeah. Right.
But so like the members, like we weren't really taking it serious. It was just kind of like let's have fun and let's play local shows and let's write stupid heavy music, because that's how the band started. It was just really heavy and angry, and I had things to say about our first EP was called Homewrecker, so it was really about my divorce, and I just had a lot of things to say, and we got some attention from like Spotify, and we just got a little bit of attention right off the bat, which helped us get in front of like the smaller record label.
Right.
But by this time, like members were falling off left and right. It was hard to keep. Once we started to be like, oh, let's take it a little serious, it was like, well, I need members that are going to take it serious. And I turned from, like, I don't want to be serious. I just want to party and play shows, to being like, all right, we're being super serious, and we're gonna take this as far as we possibly can. Members fell off.
I think that's probably natural too. Being in so many other bands, being serious with them, you come to a point where you're like, look, I just want to have fun, play music, and in the back of your head, though, I think you always hope something would be serious, but you don't want to be disappointed, so you just kind of let it go, and then it leads to something awesome, man.
Well, and I have 2 kids, and I never toured up until that point, so I was almost in my mid-20s. I was like, I've been doing this for so long, and nothing's ever happened. I just don't see, realistically, is it going to happen? Maybe I should be more focused on, like, home and kids, and when I was married, I wanted to be more focused on my marriage, and I just wanted to, like, just be home and do that.
So that led you nowhere.
That led me
on your marriage.
It led me to this band.
That's right. It did.
And we just kind of, the members would come and go. I think we have like 5 ex-guitar players, I think, or something like that. It's hard to keep track nowadays, but
especially with guitar players. Ugh.
Yeah, and like when we added Dakota, who sings in the band. He's a guitar player and he sings. And once
voices complement each other really well, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, and that was all, happy accident. That wasn't anything planned. It was, he joined the band to play guitar. There wasn't any, we had talked about him singing because I knew he could sing. He's in another band called Lan Vital, and he sings in that band. And I knew he could sing, but we just didn't know what we were doing or where we were going. So when he joined, it was like, well, I know he can sing, so that's in the back pocket. Like if we start singing, he can start singing, which, you know, is the natural evolution of the band is where that went. And then Brandon kind of came along because our bass player just up and quit. And I never met Brandon, and our old drummer was like, I know a bass player. And I was like, can he play bass? Kind of, yeah. He's yeah, he plays bass. So I was like, that's all that matters.
He knows what one of those bass guitars are.
And then he ended up being like the saving grace of the band at the time, because like I was kind of like tired and didn't really think Halifron was going to do anything at that point. Still, I was kind of like, I don't know, man. It just seems like a lot more work than anything. And Brandon came in and like gave that spark that I really needed to be like, okay, I finally have somebody else in the band that's like
excited.
Yeah. And it's not to say Dakota wasn't excited, but he wasn't as excited as Brandon was.
Right.
And that kind of like really like put a fire under my ass. And like we released Still Life and did our first like small tour, and it did terrible, like any small first tour. Well, we didn't lose money, which was
good.
That's all that mattered.
Let's play. I do want to play, because we don't got a whole lot of time. I do want to play Wearing Thin, and then I want to talk about your studio time that you were just doing. I went to your Facebook page. I was Facebook stalking you a little bit today, or the band's page anyways, and I saw a bunch of cool things like some sponsorships, and I saw week 1, week 2, fucking week 20 still in the studio. Just kidding, not that one. All right, let's play Wearing Thin right now. Now, when did this song come out?
This came out in December. This was our UNFD release song, like our signing song, and this has like the finally the full members that are all on the last album.
Perfect. All right, here we go right now. At the stream. I do want to say real quick, you guys got a really awesome logo. I love that logo. That H and the F is cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's it.
I didn't make it.
Shout out to a random dude who did make it. another cool ending. Jesus.
Yeah, man, that's
both
great.
to both like wrap off like so perfectly, man.
You know what I think? I think your band could use an air drummer playing next to your drummer, and I just so happen to be available. So if you're looking and you like my suggestion, let me know. I'm available to tour and whatever. No, great song, dude. I love it. I love it, and I love my dad jokes also. So
well, we have a song on the new album where there's a part where that has a bell. And my thing is, shit. I want to wheel out a bell, like right, like just kind of like wheel it out, and yeah, just dong,
dude.
Dong.
I'm your guy. I'm telling you, I am.
The bell guy.
You have a megaphone, and you go, "Dinner's ready. Come get your dinner.
Now come inside now."
Yeah, right before the breakdown, get in the house,
Cletus.
I'm gonna call your record label tomorrow and let them know we're adding one more to the roster. So
yeah, I mean, that's Sebastian's prison name, man. Sebastian the Bell. I mean, not that it had to do anything with bells, but he's a bell guy.
I thought you called me Slippery Soap.
I mean, you know, I don't think you're secluded to one nickname in prison.
You know what? I don't know, but if I ever go, I'll ask the other cellmate. All right, Hollow Front, Tyler. I do want to ask. You guys are in the studio, or you guys were just in the studio. Now you're finally back home. Yep. And you guys were there for quite a while. So tell us about the new song, when it's coming out, and all that good jazz, man.
I have no idea when it's coming out. That's not. Yeah, we just finished. So like a week ago from Sunday. So it's been like almost a week and a half since we've been home. We were there for like 4 weeks. It felt like 2 days. It was the quickest month of my life.
Was it super fun?
Yeah, it was super fun. It was we felt more creative and more inspired because we've always recorded at home, and our producer Lee, he's recorded everything with us, and he came with us to Pennsylvania to help record, and it was just everyone was just more like excited, and instead of being at home where you feel comfortable and you're kind of just like you can be lazy. I think
the energy's more up. Like we got to get this done. Not that it's pressure, but there's that slight amount of pressure does like kind of I think channel a little bit more flow state.
And it's just more like you're constantly working. You're recording during the day, and at night we were workshopping choruses and talking about musical changes and things we wanted to do.
Immersed in it completely.
And then all the time after that's just fucking around, hanging out, DoorDash 3 times a day because there's nowhere to cook.
Shout out DoorDash.
Yeah,
onto the podcast.
Going to Planet Fitness every couple of days to shower because I didn't have a shower, so it was sleeping on air matters, and mine had a leak in it, so every night it was just like me flipping the switch, like laying on it, like 3 times a night. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. It was amazing. Brought me closer to my bandmates who, I consider them more brothers than I do, friends or bandmates. They're more my brothers.
Right.
So that brought us closer. We got